What's up everyone, and welcome to another Bitcoin market update. In these videos you will learn how to use technical analysis to forecast price movements in your favorite cryptocurrencies like Bitcoin and others, and also see where we are looking to buy and sell these crypto assets ourselves. So let's get into it here with Bitcoin on the monthly time frame. The monthly time frame for Bitcoin is looking pretty bearish. We have a pretty long-bodied bearish candlestick as of the moment. This closes in 9 days and 2 hours, so it's important to see where this closes on the candlestick. The lower we close, the more bearish the candlestick. So we want to see a higher close if we are a bull. If we're a bear, we want to see that lower close. On those high time frames, it's really just important that you look at where the candlesticks are closing, because that really gives you a good indication of where things are going to move usually. Looking at the weekly time frame, pretty simple here. We're just looking at the price action. You can see that we have this main support level right here, which is back from this bull trend with a low, high, higher low, higher high pattern. This is a very simple pattern. The last area where people were selling their Bitcoin, which is right here, signified by the bear volume right here. That is where you're going to be looking for people to buy it back if the price returns to it. So right now we're seeing that this is currently propping up the price as of the current moment. So we'll see where the weekly closes. You can see we have increasing bear volume. That's not good news for the bulls for this to continue to prop up price, because you want to see this either decreasing bear volume on a drawdown, or this actually be a green candlestick. So on the weekly time frame, the main resistance level above, if we close below the R2, is going to be the R2 pivot, which is going to be up here at about 46,200, and then pretty much this white candle right here if we confirm the weekly downtrend with a close below this low, which is looking very likely because we only have a day and 2 hours left, and we're down at 37,635, and we need to go up about $10,000 for that to be the case. So that's not impossible, but unlikely. If we look at the daily time frame, this is important. So this dark blue zone right here that we have from over here back in February, this is our uptrend right here, same exact pattern that we just saw on the higher time frames. This is the last area where people are selling. This is the support zone. You can see initially we drew through this zone, closed below it, then after that we closed back above it, then yesterday we closed back below it. So now if we close below it again today, this is going to turn into a strong resistance zone for price. So we'll see what ends up happening today if we end up getting a close above or below. If we close above, then it's just continuing this trend of back and forth, down, up, down, up. So there's no, this blue zone is just continuing to be bullish and neutral until something changes. If we look at the Ichimoku cloud on the daily time frame, we're getting close to this flipping to be in the most bearish position it can be in, which is with both of the Tenkin and the Kijun, which you can't really see right now. It's right here. Outside of the cloud, below the cloud is red, and price is below both of those. If that scenario plays out, it's likely we'll push through this light blue zone. As of right now, it looks pretty bullish with longer lower wicks on all four of these candles. So we'll see what we end up getting here. I imagine we're going to get a lower high over the course of the next few days at some point here. So far, it's looking like we haven't set that, so we'll see what we end up getting. In terms of support further besides the light blue zone, if we go below the light blue zone, the first support zone is this candlestick back here from December 27th. We've already tested this though once right here, as you can see. So besides that, the untested support zone is down here, and that's back from December 21st. Yes, where we came down right here. So that's our main support level. That is down at about 24,162 if we continue to go down. So something to keep in mind. if we look at where the entries are, if we go to the lower term time frames, you can see you can go to the 4-hour. If we go to the 4-hour, we can see the entries here. So there's really two trades to be had here. One that we didn't get up to. We changed the trend right here to bullish with a low, high, higher, low, higher, high pattern, which is what we needed for the first time. But right here we had a bear trend. So this turned into a resistance level. We didn't come up to this level. Now we've come down, but we haven't broke the low of any of these candles. So we haven't actually tested this support zone right here, which is our main support zone. So we'll see what we end up getting today. If we close below this zone, below the dark blue zone right here, this is not going to be a zone where I'm gonna want to bid, because the higher time frame zone is overriding it basically. So that's what you have to look for on these different time frames when you're switching between them, is you want to see, is the time frame that I'm looking at valid and consistent with the higher time frame bias that I have. So if the higher time frame bias is bullish and you're looking at a shorter term time frame and you see a bear entry, you might not want to take that, in considering that the high time frames are still bullish. It depends on the scenario, but that's something that is important to keep in mind, because it's usually far better to be trading consistent with the higher time frame bias than it is to be trading counter to it. So that's something to keep in mind. But right now I'm not really looking to make an entry on a short on this or a long on this. Maybe if we get a close below this dark blue zone, this bottom of this zone starts to look kind of good. So maybe that's something that I'll look at. But we'll see. The daily's kind of messy down here with closing around this dark blue zone. So I don't think it really knows what it wants to do down here. So we'll see what we end up getting. I don't think I'm going to make an entry right now, though. I think price action is a little too messy for me right now. I kind of want to see an established trend here, or a clear signal of what's going on. So that's what happens sometimes in the markets. For trend traders, you wait for your opportunities to come, and right now there's really not many opportunities. So that's what I'm waiting for. I'm waiting for the opportunities to come to me. So that's all I got for this one, guys. If you like this video, give it a like down below and subscribe for future educational content around cryptocurrency and blockchain technology. And also check out, if you haven't already, our beginner technical analysis course that we just released on Leutheria.com. This is where you can learn all of the fundamental elements that you need to get started generating consistent profit trading cryptocurrencies like Bitcoin, Ethereum, all these other DeFi projects that are out there and fluctuating significantly. There's a lot of profit potential there, and so you can learn all the fundamental elements that you need to with that course. It's very quick, it's very simple. We try to break it into something that you can complete over the course of a day if you really sit down and go through the material. And so I hope you really enjoy it. Check it out. We're currently running a 20% off discount through the end of this month. And yeah, until tomorrow, onward and upward.